Back to my YouTube channel, myself cajoshikumar. In this video we are going to cover appeals and revision, very important for exams, because in the last 3 attempts, if you see, there's a question from this chapter. Like in September 25 there's a question from this section, in May 25 there's a question from this section, okay, and again in November also there is a question from this section. Okay, so lagatar in the last 3 attempts there's a question. So very important, watch this video till the end. If you think this chapter is tough, then this video is for you guys. Okay, so let's get started. Section 263, which talks about revision of orders which are prejudicial to the interest of the revenue, matlab which are against to the department only. Okay, now who passed these orders? AO, TPO, Assistant Deputy and Joint Commissioner. These are at the lowest level in the income tax authority. Okay, these people have passed an order. Now who is thinking they are against the interest? In the opinion of CIT, PCIT, CCIT and PCCIT. These are at the highest level in the income tax authority. Now these people are thinking whatever orders are passed by them, that is not in the interest of revenue department. Okay, so they can make an application to revise those orders under section 263. Itna hi hai. But the only thing you should remember is the time limit. Within what time they can revise? Within a period of 2 years from the end of the financial year in which AO or TPO has passed the order. Okay, so they cannot do it like after 5 years or 10 years. They have to do it within this time limit. Okay, only in one situation they cannot revise the order, that is if the issue is a subject matter of an appeal, already appeal kar chuke. Okay, in that case they cannot go for revising the orders. If already appeal was filed with CIT appeals, then no order can be revised. You got it? So this is your 263 section. Do this question immediately. If you're not doing questions, then you're fooling yourself. Section 264. Section 264 also talks about revising AO's orders which are prejudicial to the interest of the SSC. Okay, so this here it is against to the SSC. 263 is against to the department. Okay, now who can make an application? See, CIT, PCIT, CCIT or PCCIT, either on their own motion. If they think that the order is against to the SSC, then they can file an application, or SSC himself can make an application. Okay, now here there is a catch. If SSC feels that the order is passed and he is not okay with it, he can go for CIT appeals. Okay, this he can do within a period of 30 days. Okay, so he can come to 264 only after the expiry of 30 days, because यहाँ पे 264 में he is having a period of 1 year. Okay, so this section 264 is available for SSC to make an application only if this period of 30 days is expired. अगर वो 30 days अभी expire नहीं हुआ, then he has to go and make an application to CIT appeals only against that order. Only after the expiry of 30 days he has to come to this section. Okay, now if you see another point here, this is against the interest of SSC. What is the time limit? 1 year. Revision can happen only within a period of 1 year. But if it is against the department, if it is against the revenue, the time limit is 2 years. Easy to remember, no? Great. 253, appeal to ITAT. Time limit, what is the time limit to appeal to an ITAT? Is 2 months from the end of the month in which communication of order. Okay, so time limits are very important. Here in this case it is 2 years. Here in this case it is 2 months from the end of the month. Okay, now who all can go and make an appeal to ITAT? First, you should know the hierarchy. See, AO will pass the orders. If you are aggrieved by it, you will go to CIT appeals. Okay, if you are aggrieved by CIT appeals also, you will go to ITAT. ITAT के orders के against, if you want to go and appeal, you should go to High Court, and then High Court के against you should go to Supreme Court. This is the hierarchy. Okay, who is going to make an application if you are aggrieved by the orders of CIT appeals and JCIT appeals? Okay, so that is your first point. Now if you see here in 263 what happened, they are doing the revision of orders. Who? In the opinion of CIT, PCIT and CCPIT. Now all of a sudden this fellow thinks whatever is orders passed by them is not in the favor of department, so we will revise the orders. As an SSC, I am not okay with it. So if I am not okay with it, I will go and appeal to ITAT. That is your revision orders under section 263. Okay, so ये हो गया. And then any other orders of CIT, PCIT, CCIT, DIT, TGIT, you can appeal to ITAT. The only thing that you need to remember here is under section 144C, as per DRP directions, you can appeal to ITAT. Got it? Again there is a question, please go and do it. Rectification of mistake by ITAT. See, ITAT has passed an order. Can it rectify if there is any mistake? The answer is yes, provided that mistake should be very basic. It should be apparent on the record. Okay, the mistake is apparent on the record. It should be very basic, like mathematical error, or choosing a different tax rate. So basic errors can be rectified, provided agar ITAT on its own motion, time limit is 6 months from the end of the month in which original ITAT order was passed. अगर SSC देने देगा then SSC can make an application. Okay, ITAT passed the order, SSC saw the mistake, and then SSC should make an application within a period of 6 months from the end of the month of passing of the order. After that, after receiving the application, no, these people ITAT will have 6 months time from the date of application to rectify the mistake. Got it? Originally ITAT के पास 6 months है. On its own motion, ITAT will have 6 months time to rectify the mistake. Agar if the SSC has made an application, okay, how it goes? First, ITAT will pass the order, and SSC has saw the mistake. Now he will make an application. He has to do it within a period of 6 months. Who? SSC. Okay, SSC should make an application within 6 months from the end of the month. Okay, after receiving the application, ITAT will have another 6 months to rectify the mistake. Got it? Chalo, do this question also. It has been asked in MTP. Now section 260A, appeal to High Court. It's an important point here. See, if you are aggrieved by the orders of ITAT, you will go and appeal to High Court, provided it should be a question of law case. If it's a question of fact, no, whatever order ITAT has given, that is final. In case of question of fact, in case of question of law, only then you can go and make an appeal. Got it? Chalo. So time limit is within 120 days from the date of receipt of order. Okay, only in case of question of law you will go and make an appeal to ITAT. Done. Again MTP question. So departmental appeals, matlab department itself is not happy. Okay, so they also can make an appeal. Okay, so this is the flow, just for your understanding. AO passes assessment order, and SSC is not okay with it, so he'll go and make an appeal to CIT appeals. Okay, now CIT appeal also will pass the order, but PCIT, that is department PCIT जो higher level के income tax authority वाले हैं, PCIT and CIT examines the order and they disagree to it. Then what this PCIT will do, he will ask AO to make an appeal to ITAT against the order. So department is going against the department. Okay, provided they cannot go with for every small petty reasons. यहाँ पे एक monetary limit दिया गया. If the tax amount is more than that limit, only then they can go and make an appeal. So recently there is a change in this limits also, and this monetary limit is fixed by CBDT. Okay, if you want to go and make an appeal to ITAT, the tax amount should be at least 60 lakhs. In case of an High Court, the tax amount should be 2 crores. In case of a Supreme Court, if you want to go an appeal to Supreme Court, the tax amount should be more than 5 crores. Okay, remember these limits and do this question according to these limits. Okay, so this one is asked in November 24, so at that time these limits were applicable. Got it? Now another important point in the same section is, in the current year, department did not appeal because the tax amount was not more than these limits. Okay, but in the next year, SSC, if the next year the same issue and the tax amount is more than these limits, then the department can go for an appeal, and the SSC cannot say, "Arey, issue is same in the current year and previous year. Last year you did not appeal, but you are appealing now." SSC cannot say that. If the amount is more than these limits, then the department can go for an appeal. Once you read this, you will understand. Okay, and also this question, I think we have completed 264 already. So this comes to an end, our appeals and revision. I hope you understood and got some clarity. Please do like and subscribe to the channel. That is more important. Thank you all so much. See you all in another video.